boy Grim here, and today I would like to give you guys episode 0, if you will, of the Pokemon Storm Silver Egglocke. Now this is the Send Me Eggs video, so I will be getting more into depth on how to send me eggs later on in this video. But right now, I'm going to teach you guys how to make an egg. So if you guys have participated in an Egglocke before, you guys know how it goes. We're playing through Storm Silver, which is a ROM hack of Soul Silver, so it's more challenging. The CPU's levels are increased, so they're more difficult. The gym leaders have like full teams of 6 new Pokemon you can find in different areas that you could not find in regular Soul Silver, so on and so forth. As you guys can see on like this side of the screen over here, I have Storm Silver pulled up already, and I'm going to show you guys what's going to happen with the eggs and whatnot. But so I have a program right here called Pokemon Generator. This is version 3.1.10. I just downloaded it, and I'm going to teach you guys how to make an egg. Now I already have one pulled up, but first what I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to go into File, and by File I mean Options. You're going to go to Option, Target Game, and make sure you click Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Now if you don't do this, and you have, like, if you nickname your Pokemon and you have it chose for one game, it either won't port over correctly into Soul Silver / Heart Gold. So just make sure you click Heart Gold / Soul Silver before you do anything else. Alright? Now under Species, this is where you put whatever kind of Pokemon you want. So as long as it is a base evolution Pokemon, you can send it to me. That means that you can send me a Cubone, but you cannot send me a Marowak. If you send me a Marowak or any upper evolution other than a base Pokemon, I will not use it. And this means no legendaries, sadly. Yes, I know, sadly there will be no legendaries in this Let's Play. It is kind of upsetting, but honestly, I'm looking forward to it. Nothing too overpowered on our team, and it's always unique, something different getting thrown at me from you guys. You guys are having direct input into this Let's Play, and I'm so excited. But anyway, so right now I have an example mon up here, if you will. Now, you will have to use the Gen 4 movesets. So, as an example, you can just pull up Cubone's moveset on either Cerebi or Pokemon Database, which is what I use. I use Database for this one. And chances are I will not be checking them in the middle of the episodes, but I may off-screen and whatnot. Anyway, we're here. We got Cubone set up in this for now. You can also nickname the egg, so this is how the Pokemon will be nicknamed. And it's important that you do what I did before with the games. You set it to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because every now and then it will not send over the nickname, so make sure you do it in that game, and you do everything according to the way that I did it before. And there's a really, really neat twist that I figured out later on in the game. Or later on in this method to teach you guys how to make these Pokemon. So I'm going to teach you that in a second. But you can set their nature, set their experience to 0, level is 1. You can give them a held item if you want to help me out. So I'm giving this Cubone, and I'm not going to be using this Cubone in the Let's Play, of course, but I am going to be giving this Cubone a Fit Club just for demonstrative purposes. Then you can also choose its ability. Make sure it's a legal ability. If it's not, I will not use it. So I gave this one Rockhead, which I believe is a hidden ability in this game. Country, just US. Origin, make sure the origin is Soul Silver. Make sure it's Soul Silver. Shiny Leaf, I really don't know what that does, so I just left it at none. But I selected Egg, so it's in an egg. And I also selected Shiny. Now, in past Let's Plays, at least ones that I've seen of Egglocks, you can hatch a Shiny, and when it's in that screen, it's a Shiny. But when it escapes that screen, it is no longer Shiny, and it's just for the hatch screen. It's not an actual Shiny. But I figured out a way to get around it, and I don't know if anybody else has, but I did. So I'll get to that again in a little bit. So this is basically the first page. You can choose what gender, male, female, give it a nickname, and make sure when you type in a nickname, you click this little check mark. Otherwise, it will not come through. Anyway, you can select their nature, their held item, their ability. Make sure their origin is Soul Silver. Do Soul Silver, not Heart Gold, just because it'll make it easier since I am playing Soul Silver. So yeah, we'll go to the Met stage. You can go ahead. You have to check as an egg. Just make sure that it's as legal as possible. Level 1, make the Pokeball a Pokeball. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I do not believe they didn't introduce the breeding down a Pokeball method until X and Y. So just make it a Pokeball. Make sure the location was from the daycare couple and that the game was Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Alright, that basically sets it for this one. Under the stats, you can either make this thing an amazing Pokemon by giving it max IVs, you can make it a terrible Pokemon if you want to hinder me by giving it no IVs, if you want to give it terrible IVs and what it needs and good IVs and what it doesn't, you can do whatever you want. You can leave EVs to 0, just so that they're not crazily overpowered, but definitely you can do the IVs if you want, because that's just the individual values and not effort values from training up. We can go into attacks. You can give them whatever egg moves that you want from generation. So let's say it gets a move in Gen 5. Well, this is Gen 4. If it doesn't get it in Gen 4, it does not get it via egg moves. So stick with the generations, please. I'm not going to be too strict on this, just because I don't want to take up too much time in the videos or in the episodes looking up movesets and stuff. So just do your best. I'm not going to be a butt about it. Just really try. And for those of you in the comment section who want to point it out, you can. I may or may not do anything about it. If push comes to shove, we'll just re-roll for a new egg. Anyway, and then last but not least, we have the most interesting part of this. We have the OT. So, in this one, here, actually, let me pull up this other program to make sure it's the right one. Alright, so I have PK Hex, which is how I'll inject the save data. But basically, what you guys can do here is, it's really quite interesting. So when you go in to create your egg, you can go into ID and type in what I have exactly here, right beneath me in the PK Hex, right over here where it says TID and SID. So if you type in 00404 under the first ID slot, and you type in 01299 in the in the SID slot, it'll actually generate it as a shiny Pokemon. And not shiny to the point where it'll hatch and it'll be shiny for 5 seconds. No, it'll hatch and it will stay a shiny. It'll hatch a shiny, it'll stay a shiny, and it'll be under my OT, so it'll listen to my moves. I noticed that when Crimson Seabat, or Chase, did his Scrambled Egglocke, he would take the Pokemon that hatched shiny, go into PK Hex, and make them shiny, but it would also change the OT, so they wouldn't listen to them. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's how it worked with him. I can't remember quite properly, or I can't remember correctly, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So, if you do it this way, it's not going to be a problem. You can also set the OT to Grim. Just set it to Grim. Make it simple, make it easy. Because that's my character's OT in this game. So yeah, that's basically all there is to it. Then, once you've done making your Pokemon, once you've finished making your Pokemon, excuse me, you click Save Pokemon from tabs, and then you save it to whatever name you want it. So, you can name it Egg Submission. Save it somewhere where you can find it easy. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And then what you do is you can take it. Let me find it. Alright, so I have it right here. I'm going to slide it on that screen so you guys can see it. And basically what you have, and right here where my mouse is, I'm going to put a little, the text for the email that you guys will be sending these eggs to, and I'll stay up for the remainder of the video. But now, I'm going to show you what's going to be done. So, once I take your egg, I can take your egg and I can drop it in here, and it's added to my party. Now, I already have one in there, so I'm not going to go ahead and inject this into the save file as it is, but I will show you guys what is going on with this thing. So basically, I got my starter, Totodile is here. What we're going to do is we're going to take this Totodile and we're going to exchange it as an example for an egg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on my PC, and this will be after the fact of you guys sending me the eggs and such. Which again, the email is right below the face cam, right underneath those files. I'll go ahead and send it to that email, and then everything will be good. So, it says right here, right on the screen, it says Grimmy, which is the nickname that I gave this Cubone. It doesn't know its nature yet, or its ability, but it's also holding a thick club. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of here, because the only way you can take the items off of them is by going to Move Items, taking the item off of the Pokemon, taking the item off the Pokemon, and now, we're going to go into the box here, take them out, and we're going to run around for a little bit. Now, another thing that I forgot to mention, and I'll go back and I'll show you right now, under the main screen where it says happiness, if you set it to 0, that's the fastest way to hatch these eggs. Or at least that's what I believe. It's either a 0 or... yeah, I'm almost positive it's 0. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hatch this thing here real quick. It's only going to take a couple steps, a couple seconds, and then we'll show you guys what's up, what's good in the hood, if you will. So yeah, guys. If you guys are excited for this Let's Play, please do consider leaving a like, rating, sharing out this video with all of your buds. It's greatly appreciated. Anyway, we're going to see what this thing hatches into. It's going to hatch into a Cubone. It's going to be a shiny Cubone, Now, if I did this correctly, it will stay shiny after the fact. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to name this thing Grimmy, just because that's the name that was submitted by a certain somebody that's sitting behind the camera right now. So we're going to go ahead and, actually there was 2 M's. We're going to go ahead and nickname this thing Grimmy. And then we're going to check it out. We're going to check it out. So, let's see. Let's actually switch it. Let's switch it out to the front. Let's see if it's shiny in the back sprites. It is. Yes. Yo, I love that about Soul Silver and Heart Gold, is that they actually showed the shiny animated moving sprites behind it. Anyway, we're going to hop into this Grimmy here. We're going to see what's going on with it. So, it is a shiny Grimmy. It did stay shiny, which is incredible. That I was able to figure out. It does have Rock Head, which is a hidden ability. It does have the Adamant Nature, which is good. And it's got the moveset that I gave it. Double Kick, Iron Head, Rock Slide, and Swords Dance. So, with all that being said, I'm going to end off the video here. I hope this was, I hope I clarified enough. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. But like I said, the email that you guys will be sending these eggs to is on the screen right now and in the description. So, yeah. I cannot wait to get your guys' egg submissions, and I guess I'll see you guys in the Y randomizer if it isn't already over, and in our live streams in the meantime. I'm going to give you guys until the Y randomizer ends. So when the Y randomizer ends, and I think I'll be collecting eggs as well throughout the Let's Play, I just won't be checking my email that dominantly, I should say. So you guys can still submit eggs after the fact, but try to get them in as fast as possible prior to the ending time. Anyway, I hope this was clear. I hope I clarified everything enough, and it should be good. If you guys want to see me use shiny Pokemon, and obviously it loses kind of some of the specialness of them, but you can still send them to me, and I can still use them. I love shiny Pokemon. I love using shiny Pokemon. So if you guys do the TID and the SID correctly, like I said in the video, then it should work and it should be dandy, and I cannot wait to see what you guys submit. So until next time, I'm going to get about. If you guys are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join me and the Ghouls here in the dark side. Also hit that like button and share the video with your friends. But until next time, I'm going to get about. You guys have a good rest of your day. See you guys next time.